Welcome back to another episode of Diabetes 180 with Louis Spirits, your physician assistant and diabetes reversal health coach. Today we're talking about a very important topic, brain fog that's caused by statin drugs and how to reverse it. So many people who are diabetic are put on statin drugs because having diabetes puts you at a higher risk of developing a heart attack. So we want to keep your cholesterol levels low to prevent and mitigate that risk. The only problem with that is that 20% of people who are started on statin drugs report brain fog. That's the sensation of loss of memory. You know, when you walk into a room and you forget why you're there. When you're having a conversation in mid-sentence, you forget what you want to say. It's not a nice feeling, right? It could really lower your self-esteem, hurt your confidence, and sometimes it's just right out scary. So if you're one of those people who are experiencing brain fog after starting statin drugs, you want to watch this video. We're going to give you 4 steps on how to reverse brain fog and also possibly not need statin drugs. Number 1, that is to increase your consumption of foods that fight inflammation. Right? So the neurodegenerative changes that happen in our brain that decline cognitive function are caused by inflammation. So you want to eat foods that are high in anti-inflammatory power. Now, plant-based diet will do that. Many people who go on a whole food plant-based diet don't even need cholesterol drugs. But there are certain foods, I'll break it into 3 categories. First are herbs and spices. Herbs and spices are rich in anti-inflammatory power. Fruits in general, but specifically berries, are also very rich in antioxidants and ability to fight inflammation. And finally, a third is nuts and seeds. So fruits and berries, nuts and seeds, and herbs and spices would be something that you're including in your daily diet to fight the inflammation that causes brain fog and loss of memory. Second thing, number 2 of the 4, that is to lower your consumption of foods that are high in fat. Studies show that high fat diets directly impair our ability to remember and recall and learn new things. That's because when we are on high fat diets, the hippocampus, the part of our brain that deals with learning and memory, is negatively impaired. If you put people on a high fat diet for just days, studies show that their ability to recall short-term or to perform small tasks is negatively impaired in just a few days of being on high-fat diets. So you probably know the feeling, when you have Thanksgiving dinner and you sit back and you're just not thinking right. All you want to do is sleep. It's the fat. It's that fat that kind of clouds the brain, leading to lipotoxicity and impaired memory. So reducing fat is really important to improve your memory and learning capacity. And number 3, also very important, is exercise. Exercise is so key to make sure that our brain is operating at maximum performance. Most studies say that the limit, no less than 150 minutes a week is necessary, but there is no upper limit, okay? You can have as much exercise as you can get. And so it's not just about getting to a gym and working out for 30 minutes, but moving all day is important to increase your cognitive function and make sure that you're reversing that brain fog, okay? So exercise is so important. And lastly, number 4, the 4th thing that you want to do is get plenty of sleep. You can impair your memory by up to 40% with bad sleep. Okay, so if you want to make sure the nerves are wired and firing and strong when it comes to memory and learning, you want to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Sleep is so important. So those are the 4 steps to make sure that you are maximizing your ability to learn and to remember and not experience brain fog while on statin drugs. More important than that, though, why don't you just adopt a whole food plant-based diet? We have recipes in our description section if you want to start. And I would say that if you're following these recipes, you're more likely than not, you're going to not need statin drugs at all. So forget brain fog, right? So go ahead and check out the links in the bio section. Let us know in the comment section if you're one of those people experiencing brain fog and you want to reverse that. So again, my name is Louis. As always, beloved, I pray above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. See you next week.